today. We're jumping into The Watcher. This is episode 3. I'm ready to jump right into this. The last episode, I was shocked, startled, I was bewildered because my favorite couple, the matching couple, they're dead. So now I honestly know what's going to happen. The father is going to, he's losing his cool. I think he's gonna end up trying to kill this family. That's what I feel. I feel like whoever is stalking this family is pushing him further and further to the dark side of the moon, and he's just losing his shit. Like, he's gone. So that's what I think. I think by the end of this, for some reason, he's gonna probably try to kill his whole family. That always happens in these type of shows, and I would like to know if I am correct. As always, this is going to be a full reaction from my second and third tier here on the YouTube platform, as well as my other platform, Patreon. So guys, please sign up to one of those platforms and help support the channel today. So guys, I'm a reactor. It's time to react to things. With that being said, guys, let's jump into The Watcher and find out exactly what The Watcher has got to give.
Blood cult.
No, but I'm telling you, I was there. This guy just kept going on and on about it. He was crying.
The police chief there said he knew all about him yesterday. Said he's a fabulist. Pathological liar. Said she molested his son on a school field trip. Please look into it. Kid didn't even go on the field trip.
It'll all be true, but he did get the letters. Mitch and Mo wrote them.
He was also convinced that William Morris was a mafia front.
How about this Mitch and Mo just showing up in his basement? I mean, how?
Problem solved, right? Because they're dead.
Right.
I just don't get the feeling that they have anything to do with this. Take it from me, when you're dealing with cancer, some weird vendetta or ways to wreak havoc. Instead, you want to make peace with the world. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Oh man.
The same words that Detective Chamberlain used.
As far as Andrew Pierce goes, that's all fucking bullshit. In the meantime, two very nice, elderly people, pillars of this community, are barking up the wrong tree.
I'm almost done with the kitchen. I still have to do the basement. Why?
Well, what are you gonna do in that basement?
What's the story with that guy? Is he on the up and up?
Chamberlain?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit lazy, but that's why you got me.
Husband who loved his wife so much he shoots her in the face?
Maybe it's just that a gun gets the job done. Pills don't always work. Or maybe she's the one who pulled the trigger. She was the one with the cancer after all. He's sitting in his easy chair watching reruns of Matlock. She taps him on the shoulder. Bang. Well, the investigation's ongoing, and I'm following up every day. Whoever's writing those letters has a direct line of sight to your house. We can forget about them. Jasper Winslow has lived his whole life next door. He works there 6 days a week for the next 23 years. He stops coming into work.
Why?
In fact, he never goes back to bagging groceries again.
So what did they diagnose him with?
Schizoid disorder with elective mutism. Diagnosis changes again. Plain old post-traumatic stress disorder. Something happened to Jasper Winslow that he spent years trying not to talk about.
The memo that we're doing cardio today.
I haven't really played since Carter was born.
You're not supposed to just like demolish your tennis partner. You gotta let other people win too, like me.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Everything that happened with me and Rick. I mean, at the end, he was just like too afraid to fuck me, you know? But that's the best dick ever.
Yes.
And it's consistent dick.
Yeah.
I just want to give you some advice though. You and your husband need to be fucking every day. And if you're not, there is no hope for you guys.
I haven't really done it since we moved into the house. He hopped on the bed. It was after he tucked the kids in, and I could tell he wanted it, but I couldn't. Ellie. Yeah, it's the way he talks to her. His shirt falls off her shoulder. It's ridiculous. It's weird. And things like, I don't want my daughter to be sexualized.
I think he's having an affair. And I think he's having an affair with a young girl. Like, I don't know, maybe the intern in his office or something. Like, I've always asked for a holiday porn. I use a little short today.
I love her. She is everything.
Right. So you know what I want to know.
Security cameras will be installed by the time the construction's finished. I don't know. They stopped coming.
It's not a prank. You're living a fucking nightmare in there. You need to do some, minor construction, get the fuck out. What happens when everyone finds out about these letters? I mean, you're not gonna be able to sell that house for $1. I am all about smell, aren't you?
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't know, I would think that not being terrorized by an axe murderer, I think that's pretty nice. I mean, just think about it. Nora, you wouldn't have to worry about money anymore. Play tennis during the day and, use your little kiln and cook some pots.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm offering you a way out of this, and you should take it.
Yeah, let me talk to Dean.
Is that his daughter with that guy?
Ellie, you in there?
Just a second.
Yeah, it's fine. Where's Mom? Why is the door locked?
Because there's construction workers everywhere.
Where's in the fridge? I stopped by earlier. John, I'm the building inspector. Your wife seems like a good woman. You have a son and a daughter, yes? Can I ask you, are you a Christian family?
Everything looking okay to you?
It's so funny. Everyone puts in an island now. We're drowning in islands.
What?
I'll come back in a few days when it's all finished, but yeah, everything's looking fine.
Oh, good.
Construction is booming everywhere. The industry can't keep up with the demand. People don't want to go outside. They want to fix up their homes. They want to turn them into fortresses. It's the fourth turning.
Big pardon?
Set into motion by great men, generational persona. And each one of these unleashes a turning. And every 4 turnings is a seculum. At the end of each, there's a crisis. Revolution, 80 years later, the Civil War. 80 years later, World War II. Something's about to happen. Your daughter, she's 18?
No, she's...
Just forgive me if I'm overstepping a boundary, but I saw your daughter talking to that young African-American man. It's clear that they're in an intimate relationship. I believe a father should know something like that. She reminds me a lot of my daughter when she was that age. She was sexually active, very young.
I gotta tell you, John.
Now, nobody goes to church, and everybody locks their doors. There's a nice little Lutheran church down the street. You might consider going with your family.
That inspector? He's a fucking nutcase, and I don't want him back here.
There's no inspector named John. Not in Westfield.
Who was I just talking to?
No idea. But he wasn't one of my guys.
That was
Where you
creepy.
been? I'm looking for you all day.
Just at the club with Karen? Don't let me disturb you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What?
Turn on the alarm.
What now?
Everybody's in the house. I got to wait real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna turn it on. I'm coming back. Just wait right there, like that.
Never mind. You wanna know something? We haven't had sex in weeks.
Babe,
Come down and say goodbye to the kids.
we good?
Somebody told me they saw you two together.
Oh my God, Dad!
And I don't really appreciate strangers talking to me about my daughter. Coda's 19 years old, okay? So if something is happening between you two, I need to know that.
He not even listens to this shit. Tell me.
I found something. Be careful what we do with it because we could be running afoul of the Westfield police. Sat up, looked me right in the eye, and he said,
You know, I was waiting for you to ask me that.
there was a family that bought the house at 657 Boulevard and lived there until 1995. There is no public record of any of this actually happening. The father, John Graff, was about as normal a guy as you could find. He loved 2 things, his family and his church. But luckily, his mother, she had just inherited some money. His son, Dale, apple of his eye. She drank, everyone thought she was a little crazy. His mother had helped him with a house. That meant that she had to live there too.
You worked there for 12 years. You should be running that department.
Oh.
Yes, I know, Mother.
Tells him he's fired.
Why?
Boss says he broke down in tears. Just pretends to go to work every morning. And then he heads to the bank. He finds a letter in the mailbox.
I've had the pleasure of watching your family for a while now. Your daughter's name is Pat. Isn't that right? Do you know where she goes at night? Not greed, Mr. Graff. Greed that brought you here.
And tell his wife or his kid facade, you know?
Why won't you just give the house what it wants? give it the blood, and I'll let you keep everything you have. Do what the house asks of you, and you know they will go to a better place.
We'll have to be ready any day to meet our maker.
Yes.
This is the principal of the kids' school.
Yes. We have to go out of town for a few months.
Cut his face out of every family photograph.
I swear your mind's as soft as your cock these days, darling.
You need to stop talking.
Just need someone to fuck.
The intercom means Twilight of the Gods. Last part of the ring cycle.
I know this music.
It plays in
The
his
bodies
attic.
lay there for 2 whole weeks. A weird guy who's friendly with his son. He hears music coming from inside. And he notices a smell.
Hello?
The bodies are like mummies, all desiccated. And on the floor in the basement, there are empty milk jugs. They'd been after they were killed. That creepy teacher, the one at the Halloween party, found inside his car. Driver's side blown out, shot through the head. Somebody was still watching the house. Mail didn't pile up. Mailman says it was empty every day. It's going to be hard to live out.
Honey, let's go there.
Here are the crime scene photos of the Graff family.
Oh my lord.
Fuck if I not heard about this before.
Oh my god.
You can't blame Chamberlain. He didn't join the force until 2005, 10 years later.
But nobody in the town knew?
Care about their property value and the image of the town as one of the safest places you could live.
Her son, right? They lived in the house right next door, right? So maybe he knows something?
No. John Graff?
Yeah.
Is he dead? Is he alive? Who knows? There was no trace of him after that. Just disappears. You wouldn't know who you were looking at on account of his cutting his face out of every photo.
Church did John Graff go to?
St. Mark's, Westfield Lutheran Church.
It's a nice little Lutheran church down the street. You might consider going with your family.
He was at my house.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's like done? Should we get some food?
Yeah. Yes, I'm absolutely.
Oh, Jasper! No, I'm not gonna hurt you. Look, I'm sorry that I treated you the way I did. Do you know John Graff?
We are coming down on you hard about that dumbwaiter. The Preservation Society have ordered an inspection, and we can come in whenever we want. It was so unneighborly of you to not attend Mitch and Mo's funeral.
I didn't know them.
You knew them well enough to make them kill themselves.
He should just move.
Oh,
Right here.
did you just walk in?
Yeah, I don't think you want to be home though.
Let's go. Hey, Ellie. Come on.
I can take him.
What? No. You do your thing.
It's nice here now.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Mr. and Mrs. Brannick. Cameras everywhere now. I'm still watching.
Well. So before I saw a comment that somebody said in one of the, not my reaction, I watch other YouTubers, but somebody else, and I saw on one of the episodes, why did they put a camera near the effing mailbox? And I died laughing. I was like, that's not true. Why don't they just do that? Anyways, it wouldn't be a story. But this is based on a true story, but people did comment on my reactions, and people were like, this is not even like the real story. The Netflix made it up. Whatever. I don't know what the real story is, so I can't really connect to it. I'm just gonna go by what Netflix has given me, and it's a really good story. It's very fascinating. I'm always trying to pinpoint who the bad guy is. I guess maybe it was that guy, but I still feel like they're all tangled up in a web together, and they're all doing this and working together. That's what I really do feel. This has only 7 episodes. We're on 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 3 more episodes to go, and we're gonna wrap up The Watcher. I'm super excited. I love this show. This show gives me what I need: life, liberty, and justice. With that being said, guys, if you've seen this reaction, realize you are not subscribed. Hit subscribe, please like and share this content because it does wonders for this channel. And I'll see you all next time on Andres El Rey.